You know that feeling when a room changes temperature but the thermostat didn't move? That was homeroom the morning rain transferred in. Same sunlight, same chalk dust, but the air went careful. Ran. Transferred from the city. That's all we got. Perfect posture, ash silver hair that didn't move, a face so symmetrical it looked printed. Every girl in class swooned. Every instinct I owned stood up and said, "Leave." The second Rin walked in, Cielo in my desk went dead. No glow. No chime. Rigid. The exact terrified stillness he'd shown the figure outside my window. My star had seen a lot of scary things. This was the first one that walked on two legs into my classroom. Ran was assigned the seat directly behind me. Of course. I felt a chill on the back of my neck all first period. When I finally turned around to say a normal hello, Rin was already looking at me. Not blinking. Just reading me. I started counting. It's a nervous scientist thing. Everyone blinks 15, 20 times a minute. You can't help it. It keeps your eyes alive. I watched Ren for 4 straight minutes. 0. Not once. People don't do that, Hiantu. Things do that. At lunch, Ren didn't eat. Just sat with an untouched tray, turning to face each person who spoke, like a camera on a swivel. And every so often those eyes flicked with a faint red pattern, there and gone. I know a scanner when I see one. I've been dodging them for weeks. I took Cielo to the roof to breathe. He wouldn't come out of the bag. When I finally coaxed him into the light, he pressed against my chest and chimed one word, over and over, the saddest I'd heard him use. Later I'd translate it. It meant hunter. So I did what I do. Research. Empty library, old newspapers, the school's staff records I definitely wasn't supposed to open. Ran. No prior school. No address that exists. No photo before this month. A student who started existing 4 weeks ago. Right when a star fell. Suzu found me there. I told her everything about Ren. She went pale and said the thing I'd been avoiding. ARUNE. If it started existing when he arrived, it's not here for school. It's here for him. A hunter that goes to homeroom. Wonderful. Next day, surprise science lab. Partners assigned. Guess who got Ren? We were handed a radiation detector kit, an actual Geiger counter for a unit on background radiation. And Cielo was in my bag. 2 feet from a machine built to hear him. The universe has jokes. Ren clicked the counter on. It ticked slow and normal across the room, then Ren swung it, casually, toward my bag. The ticking sped up. Ren's head tilted. Your bag, Ren said, in a voice with no music in it at all, is warm. My brain did the fastest physics of my life. I tripped, knocked the whole kit off the bench, and in the chaos slapped my emergency hand warmer into my bag. Sorry. Clumsy. It's just my hand warmer, see, warm bag. The counter still ticked. But now I had a lie that beeped. Rin stared at me for a long, cold moment. Calculating. Then, finally, hand warmer. A statement, not a question. Ren didn't believe me. But Rin couldn't prove it, and things like Rin need proof. I'd bought us time. Not safety. Time. I got Cielo home, and he wouldn't stop shaking. So I fed him a candy and did the only comfort science I know. I held him up to my glow star ceiling and said, "Look. Fake stars. Nobody hunts the fake ones. Tonight you're a fake star, and you're safe." He dimmed to calm. I couldn't sleep, so I confided in the quiet. Told Hiantu the truth I couldn't say out loud to anyone with a face. I'm 16. I have a hunter behind me in homeroom, a dying star in my hands, and no idea if I'm brave enough for any of this. Saying it to the dark helped. It always does. Morning. Ran was waiting at my shoe locker. "ARUNE," Rin said. "You are frequently near the anomaly signature." Anomaly. Not glowing thing. Not weird light. Anomaly, the exact clinical word a tracker would use. Rin wasn't hiding what it was anymore. It was testing whether I'd flinch. So I didn't flinch. I gave Rin the biggest, dumbest, most cheerful smile in my arsenal. Anomaly? I love a good anomaly. Is that a new club? Ren's head did a tiny, confused tilt. Turns out relentless friendliness is a weapon a hunter isn't built to parse. I walked off before it could recover. Heart hammering, but walking. Because I'd figured something out. Ren reads data, threats, fear. It does not read a weird, cheerful girl doing weird, cheerful things. My weapon against a machine is being profoundly, confusingly human. I can do human. I'm great at human. On the roof, Cielo finally chimed something new about Ren. He built me a little diagram. Ren, then his species, then a long line of dead stars behind it. Ren's kind has been erasing his kind for a very long time. Ren isn't the enemy's soldier. Ren is what's left of the enemy. Automated. Patient. Still hunting after everyone's gone. Which raises the stakes on everything. We're not just sending a kid home. We're beating a machine that has beaten his whole species. And we're doing it with a piano dictionary, a bag of candy, and whatever's on the far side of that mountain. Cool. Totally fine. No pressure. To fix a tower on the far mountain, I need tools, a truck, and someone who won't call the police when I explain the alien. There's exactly one person in Otanashi who fits, and I've been avoiding him for a year because we had a stupid fight. Time to grow up and knock on the Nakamura garage. Star question 6, and it might save my life. Humans do it 15 to 20 times a minute without thinking, but a machine wearing a human face might forget. What is it? Watch the ones who never do it. Hiantu. I'm watching one. So is my cat. See you under the same sky.